Hello guys, welcome back. So the last update about This Is Fate stopped where Mahira manipulated her way onto the stage with Karan with the help of Prithvi. And if you are yet to watch that, I'll leave it up in the card and it will be in the description box below. So let's just continue from there. Since Mahira manipulated her way to the dance floor with the help of Prithvi, Karan danced with Mahira for some time for courtesy, and Prita went to a corner to hide her angry face, and not long after that, Karan left Mahira and he went to bring Prita back to the dance floor, and he started dancing with Prita again. This begins to make Prithvi get angry, and Prithvi thought in his mind that Mahira is very useless and she can never do anything properly, and Mahira was also angry that Karan left her to dance with Prita. Karan got very close to Prita while dancing with her, and Pami told everyone that maybe Karan and Prita were getting very close like that on the dance floor because Karan and Prita are still in the honeymoon mood, and everyone laughed. While dancing, Prita asked Karan that hope he enjoyed his little dance with Mahira, and Karan said that Prita is a jealous wife, and Prita said that she is happy that Karan has promoted her from being a psycho fan into being a jealous wife, and they both smiled at each other. Prithvi wasn't comfortable with the way Karan was close to Prita on the dance floor, and Prithvi told Kritika that Prita is intentionally getting close to Karan to make him jealous, and that is very wrong because a lot of guests are here for their own wedding function, but Karan and Prita are there stealing their show from them. Kritika, who was enjoying the performance earlier, now begins to get uncomfortable because of what Prithvi said, and suddenly, Mahira deliberately twists her shoe and pretends to have a foot sprain, and it fell on the floor. Karan, Kareena, Grandma and others begins to worry about Mahira, and Karan stopped dancing with Prita and rushed to lift Mahira and take her to her room. Prita noticed that something is not right, and Pami asked Grandma that what is Ramona's daughter, that is Mahira, still doing in the Lutra house since her marriage with Karan has failed. Grandma told Pami that she would tell her the long story about why Mahira is still in the Lutra house later. Suresh and Rishabh comes from Mahesh's room and met Prithvi, and Suresh thanked Prithvi and explained that Prithvi's arrival is a lucky one for the Lutra's family because Mahesh's condition has drastically changed. Prithvi was shocked to hear this, and Rishabh was just looking at Prithvi, and Pami takes Suresh away from there for something important. Mahira laid on the bed in her room, and she told Kareena to go and attend to the guests downstairs, and Karan also goes to the washroom. Mahira, who was pretending to everyone that she couldn't walk, stood up on her feet and told Prita that hope Prita enjoyed her little performance downstairs. Prita was shocked, and Mahira said that she is still on a mission of snatching Karan away from Prita, and she would do it at all costs. Prita said that so Mahira has been pretending to be a changed person in front of everyone since all this while. Karan comes out of the washroom and he was shocked seeing Mahira standing on her feet, and Mahira said that Prita is truly a good physiotherapist because Prita made her injury go away immediately. Prita wanted to talk to Karan, but Mahira quickly said ouch, and she started limping again, and Karan rushed to her and put her on the bed. Mahira then told Karan not to be too close to her or else Prita might feel jealous, and Karan said that Prita can never be jealous because Prita knows him very well. Kritika was with Prithvi holding his hand, and Rishabh asked Kritika to come and meet him as he wants to talk to her about something. Kritika said that she would not leave from there, and she insists that Rishabh should say whatever he wanted to say in the presence of Prithvi. Rishabh doesn't have any choice, and he apologized to Kritika for being harsh with Prithvi earlier, making Kritika angry, and that he wants Kritika to be happy and she should forget about the past. Prithvi keeps on answering for Kritika while Kritika quietly listens to Rishabh. However, Prithvi interfering in what Rishabh was saying annoys Rishabh, and Rishabh shouted at Prithvi to let him talk to his sister peacefully. Soon, Shriti and Samir arrived at the Lutra house, and the two of them were feeling on top of the world because of what they just discovered about Prithvi. Prithvi noticed the happiness and joy in Shriti and Samir, and this begins to worry Prithvi, and he steps away from there thinking about going to meet Sherlyn. Prithvi went to meet Samir and Shriti, but Grandma came and took Samir away from there, and Prithvi asked Shriti that what is she up to. Shriti said that there is nothing to worry about, and she winks at Prithvi and told him that she is gradually digging Prithvi's grave and Prithvi would see for himself very soon, and she leaves from there. Shelin got there and Prithvi asked Shelin to keep an eye on Shriti because he is suspecting her. Shelin got scared about getting exposed and she started following Shriti to find out what she is up to. But Rishabh got in Shelin's way and takes her to Pami. Rishabh told Shelin to tell Pami everything about how they met, and Pami asked Shelin that everyone wants to know how she and Rishabh met. Shelin said that her marriage with Rishabh was an arranged marriage and she met Rishabh as Kareena's best friend's daughter before they now got married. Rishabh asked Shelin why she looked so tensed, and Shelin tried to avoid Rishabh and she leaves from there, saying that Rishabh should not try to be nice to her because she knows that Rishabh is not that nice. Shelin, while leaving from the room, keeps thinking about why Rishabh was so nice to her, and she told herself that Rishabh is the person who harmed her relationship with Prithvi, so she would never forgive Rishabh for that. Kareena saw Shelin lost in thought, and Kareena asked Shelin why she looked so tensed. Shelin made an excuse and told Kareena that she is going to her room and she quickly walks away. Kareena asked Prithvi why he looked so nervous and he said nothing, and Kareena called Rishabh and Prithvi told Kritika that he is feeling restless and getting nervous and he leaves from there and go to keep an eye on Shriti, and Kritika thought in her mind that Prithvi is still uncomfortable because of Rishabh. Prithvi quietly leaves from the living room and Shelin saw this and follows him. Prithvi ran into his mother and Prithvi told his mother to stop Kritika away from following him, and Prithvi's mother tried to tell him to focus on his wedding, but Prithvi leaves after giving his mother a warning to do whatever he asks her to do and stop questioning him. Kritika got there and asked about Prithvi from Prithvi's mother, and Prithvi's mother made an excuse and takes Kritika with her to meet some guests. Shelin entered her room and she started scolding Prithvi for meeting her secretly in her room, and he should not forget that Rishabh has returned home now. Prithvi told Shelin to forget about Rishabh because he is feeling suspicious about the change in Shriti's behavior recently. Prithvi told Shelin about his observations and they both realized that Shriti is planning to expose Prithvi. Meanwhile, Kareena was worried about Shelin and she decided to check Shelin in her room, and she walks towards Shelin's room. Prithvi started losing his cool because he doesn't know how to figure out what Shriti is planning against him, and Shelin hugged Prithvi to calm him down, and Kareena opened the door and she was more than shocked to see Shelin hugging Prithvi. Shriti showed the evidence against Prithvi to Pritha, and Samir entered the room and Pritha was very happy with both Samir and Shriti, while Samir complained that Shriti couldn't even wait for him before showing the evidence to Pritha. Shriti said that she was very happy and she has even mistakenly revealed to Prithvi that she is going to expose him soon. Pritha was in a deep thought, but she still thanked Samir and Shriti for getting the evidence. Kareena lashes out at Prithvi and Shelin and decided to call off Prithvi's wedding with Kritika, saying that she now knows that Prithvi has been deceiving her and the entire family since all this while. Kareena said that Prithvi's mass wedding with Kritika doesn't hold any value in her eyes anymore, and Kareena was about to angrily leave the room, saying that she would go and tell everyone what she saw. Shelin tried hard to convince Kareena that she is misjudging them, and Prithvi decided to kill Kareena and he secretly lifted a knife to attack Kareena from behind with the hope that after Kareena's death, then he will be able to marry Kritika. Shelin saw what Prithvi was about to do and Shelin secretly stops him, and she takes away the knife and tried to hide it in the fruit basket. Kareena tried to call Rishabh and she felt disappointed, and Mahira opened the door and entered with a glass of water, pretending that she had gone to bring the water for Prithvi. Mahira gave the water to Prithvi and Mahira started cooking up a story, saying that Prithvi was feeling nervous of Kritika's high-class status, and Prithvi felt like he's not worthy of Kritika because he is not rich, so he started thinking of backing out from the wedding, and this made him get nervous, and that was why they were trying to make him feel better. Kareena said that she has no issue about Prithvi backing out of the marriage, and she would go and tell Kritika as well that they should cancel the wedding since Prithvi doesn't even want the wedding in the first place. Prithvi quickly rushed towards Kareena and stops her from leaving, and he falsely promised Kareena that he would be a good man and he would always look after Kritika very well. Kareena has already lost her faith in Prithvi, and she leaves from there to think about her decisions related to Kritika and the marriage. Mayura cheers with Shelin and Prithvi, saying that she quickly comes there to save them. Immediately she saw that they have been caught by Kareena, and Prithvi told Mahira and Shelin to keep an eye on Shriti. Shelin told Prithvi to quickly go and get married to Kritika, and she and Mahira would undo Shriti and her team. Kareena, while walking to Kritika's room, said to herself that guys truly do get nervous when they want to get married, but she knows that Prithvi is not that type of guy who will get nervous for anything, so she decided to go in and talk to Kritika. In Prita's room, Shriti and Samir explained how everything was easy at Prithvi's house, and Prita asked them if anyone saw them when they were in Prithvi's house. Shriti and Samir argued that the guard saw them, as Shriti said that the guard did not see them because she applied shaving cream on Samir's face to make it look like it was Prithvi. Samir said that the guard later realized that it was not Prithvi, and Prita told them that the security guy is definitely aware of their plan. But nevertheless, Shriti, Samir and Prita decided to show the evidence to Kareena. Kareena entered Kritika's room while she was getting ready, and Kareena saw how happy Kritika was about the marriage. Kareena asked Kritika that what exactly did she like about Prithvi, and Kritika said that she likes everything about Prithvi because everything about him is so special. Kritika said that for a girl, her self-respect is very important, and that is something that Akshay did not give her. But Prithvi gave her self-respect, and Prithvi respect her wish, her desires, and on their first wedding night, Prithvi did not even pressurize her into doing anything because he respects her. And that is why she loves him so much, and she is very happy to marry him. Kareena was troubled because she realized that her daughter has already fallen deeply in love with Prithvi, and it would be very difficult to break the marriage. So she thought in her mind to find out all the truth about Prithvi before her daughter can get married to him. Thank you so very much guys for watching, and I will see you all again in the next update. Stay tuned. Bye guys.